So after a bit of a holiday, we're back on farm. Milo, come here for the video, mate. Back on farm and getting back into it. Farms Advice is going really good this year. We've ticked over 10,000 listeners for last month, so that's pretty impressive coming from a farmer-led podcast. But thanks to everyone that's tuned in, the listeners, and also the guests that have come in and given some time to pass on that farms advice as well. So it's pretty important that we fill that gap of knowledge and pass it down to the next generation, but also this generation as well. So we've been running our commercial and stud ewes. Through this, we're actually weaning our lambs at the same time, getting a good drench in. Still very wet on ground around in the central west of New South Wales, so doing our best bit to keep the worms at bay. Barber's pole was probably the one that affects us most. When we were previously out west, we didn't drench at all, and we would go back out there in a heartbeat if we could. But being here just allows us to be a lot closer to markets as well. But as good things come, there's also some things that you need to do on the other side of that as well. So drenching a little bit more here in Central West New South Wales, but there's Milo kicking them across the creek. This creek sometimes gives us a bit of mischief, especially when there's some younger ewes or younger wethers crossing this to get to the better paddock on the other side of that anyway. And mustering just seems to be the only thing that we're doing currently, getting them all in. It is absolutely freezing. I think it's about 12 degrees throughout this day. Pushing the ewes along, but Milo works a treat. He's actually only recently back from being bitten by a snake. This is probably his second day of some solid work for him. So he's lost his fitness, but most importantly, we didn't lose him. We thought he was actually announced dead on the operating table, but then they found a heartbeat and he kept going. Luckily for us, because we got him for free off a family friend, and then he's actually been one of the best dogs that we've had so far on farm, and couldn't do the sheep work without him. We went so long without having a dog for mustering, just sort of thought that was normal. And then one day I just had the shits at trying to get these bunch of wethers through one gateway when it took 20-30 minutes more than it has done currently with Milo. So has really helped us out in moving our sheep, but he's not a yard dog, he's definitely out the paddock. I think as the year goes on, farming, podcasting and marketing, we'll try look to do a few more videos. I think we might just keep it to one video a month, just a bit of an update on what we're doing as a podcast. It's going really well though, super keen to keep it hammering along. I gave myself 3 years and it's going really good. I think we're at 2.5 years now, so coming into it from 2020, it's going great guns and I'm enjoying it. Hopefully you are as well, and you can take some elements out of it. We're definitely improving our own farm off the back of the information, so I hope you are too.